heard? There's a strange wanderer near Wolfendom. Haven't you heard? There's a strange wanderer.
Those memories. So dark.
Come take a look. There will definitely...
Over here! To borrow one of the more popular turns of phrase at the moment, this appears to be quite the fated reunion.
You can say that again. Wait, Paimon's got it! You must—
Actually, we've run into a bit of trouble on the home front, so—
Oh, are Lynette and—
Yep, along with most of the other—
So you're saying nearly the entire organization has moved to Poisson? Sounds like you've run into way more than just a—
Since the two of you are so curious, perhaps I can fill in the gaps.
You scared Paimon half to death!
Father, you're here.
You know, on second thought, maybe we don't need to know. It's all probably
No need to be nervous. I could sense your genuine concern. Of course, I can also understand your confusion. Sending so many Fatui here to Poisson, it's only natural that some might suspect. I understand. I'm well aware you've had your fair share of confrontations with the Fatui in the past. And as for right now, however, I would say we have little reason to be at odds, wouldn't you agree? The House of the Hearth could stand to be more. As for the issue at hand, well...
What?
A rumor that a certain phantom child is hiding away in the House of the Hearth.
A phantom child?
A spirit that should have long ceased to exist is lurking in the... So I decided to bring the children to Poisson before continuing to If you're curious, or if you still have some concerns, it might be advisable to stick around for a few days. I'm sure that... Lenny, I'll leave you to entertain our guests.
Of course, Father. It has long been a dream of mine. You're quite well known in the organization already. A lot of people, if you're willing, why don't you stay a while and... Of course. During our stay in Poisson. Let's go.
Chivalry will never die.
We rented this house from one of the locals to use as a temporary base. I'll come back later and...
Awesome!
Well, when I happen to run into you. With this many people staying...
Okay, we'll come... There are all sorts... But now that we find...
Well, you're more than welcome.
Linny! You're finally here. The supplies.
Brought them with me? Yep. Hello?
It's the Traveler and Paimon!
No way! Come here, everyone! Hurry! The Traveler and Paimon are here!
One at a time, please. Don't crowd around them all at once.
Oh, it's alright! Gotta say, of course! Father and Linny have...
Father told us about how you helped Linny. According to her, you're a trustworthy friend. And as far as she's concerned, that's pretty much the highest compliment we've ever heard her give. As you can imagine, everyone's been very curious about you.
I heard the Traveler is so strong that I heard Paimon eats so much that she can clean out the entire pantry at Hotel de Boer in just 3 days! Wait a second! That's the rumor you heard about Paimon? Oh, wait! When guests visit, you're supposed to give them... Oh, we don't need something like that. Come on! We insist! I can give you some of my new potions. Just pick your poison. And by that, I mean medicine or actual poison. I've got both. Huh? Or maybe Shaplo can teach you guys about stealth! He's super good at it!
Ah, now that's not a bad idea. I know you usually prefer to fight head-on, but it never hurts to expand your bag of tricks, right? When it comes to eliminating your enemies, staying quiet can go a long... I was poisoned not too long ago, and I'm still dealing with the after effects. So I'm not quite as good at...
Wait, when you said gift, but those are the best things we can give? Ooh, how about this? Tell me the name of someone you...
All right, Fold, Selwar. I think that's enough suggestions for now. When it comes to being a good host, it's the thought that counts. You don't need a physical gift to make our guests happy. In fact, pestering them with suggestion after suggestion might make them more annoyed than anything. I would...
Really? Awesome! It's been so long since we have had guests to play with. If there's anything you need... Yeah, especially if it's poison or something. I've got all...
Well, we'll talk to you all later.
All right, see you later.
Bye! Lenny, about all that poison and stealth tactics talk just now.
Scared you, did it? That kind of talk comes with being part of the House of the Hearth. When Foltz was really young, he strangled all of his family pets, just out of curiosity. He was labeled... Elwar has an unnatural obsession with potions. Father has forbidden her from trying all the different concoctions she comes up with, but she still tries to test them in secret. Chaplot is around my age. While I'm mainly responsible for collecting intelligence, he handles surveillance. He's very passionate about his work. I know you two probably aren't used to that.
Time to act.
Filial, supplies are here.
Thanks. And who are...
Allow me to introduce...
Oh, you're the famous duo I've been hearing so much about. It's nice to meet you. I heard you've traveled to all sorts of places. Is that true?
Of course! We're making our way all across to that!
Oh, good for you.
You must be pretty familiar with Fontaine by now, then. Have you seen the new opera that started running recently? I think it's called... The 4,000 Thieves?
Oh, this is the first we've heard of it.
It seems like it's going to be fantastic. From what I've been able to tell from the posters, anyway.
Oh, and there's the Blind Maiden, too. After this mission is over?
Oh, maybe I should dye my hair.
Is it just Paimon, or do these two seem much...
I heard that.
Oh!
I'm guessing you're referring to Foltz and the others.
I bet those crazies are practically foaming at the mouth right now. I'm sure they...
That's enough, Filial.
Don't talk about family members behind their back.
Guess this is goodbye then. If you ever have...
Well, that's it for the supply.
Well, they didn't seem too happy with each other. Seems like there could be something more going on here. You're right. Oh, Linny's getting super...
Body and mind.
So, what do you think of the members you've met so far? Well, Father is always encouraging us to be strong-willed and independent. So if there's one thing we've got, it's people who aren't afraid to speak their mind. Well, I should probably get cooking. Wanna join?
Of course!
Then let's head out and... Huh? Fremine? What are you doing here?
Fremine! Nice to see you again!
You too.
We were just going to make some food.
See?
Were you looking for something just...
It's
Yeah, we've got some left over.
some food and water.
No problem. Give me a second here. Food, water... Wait a minute. What do you need all of those for? You're not on any missions as far as I'm aware, and you were just going to come eat with us.
I thought I'd grab an extra portion because I get hungry at night.
Fremine, you remember what I told you? You're not like me. Your lying skills still need some work. Tell me what's going on. Is it really bad enough that you have to keep it from your own brother?
Maybe it'll be better if we gave them some space.
This is the first time I've seen that.
Just...
I need to find some
You're back! Oh, and you've brought some friends?
Hello, my name's Linny.
Hi, Linny. I'm also a child of... You can...
Clairvy?
It's nice to meet you. Does that name ring any bells, Linny?
No, not at all. That's not a name we have on our roster, I'm sure of it. What I'm not sure of, though, she must be the phantom child Father's been searching for. From the looks of it, I'm guessing you were the one that...
No, I haven't told anyone.
For how long?
About half a month.
So ever since we got to Poisson, then?
I know what I'm doing.
Really? 'Cause from where I'm standing, it looks like you're hiding the very person Father has been trying to find. If Father... You know the rules of the house, Fremine. I know you do.
I've thought it through. Linny, that night, while I was sleeping, that feeling of being haunted.
So what you're saying is... That was her? She was the one who's...
Unless there are other spirits roaming around the House of the Heart. If Clairvy were our enemy, it wouldn't matter whether she was a spirit or an actual child. I would have... But she's been living with us, helping us from the shadows all this... I couldn't just hand her over to be dealt with.
So what's your plan, then? You can...
I haven't thought that far yet.
Come with me.
Those two sure care a lot. Well, they got a funny way of showing it. From where Paimon was floating, it sure seemed like they were about to... No way! They have a really deep bond. I just don't know how long that kind of bond can last. The darkness in the house runs...
I'm sorry, Linny.
Oh, really? You didn't mean to? 'Cause...
Huh?
You know, when we were younger, you didn't call me Linny. We grew up together, the three of us. We were all orphans, all rescued by Father. Of all this... Later on, when you started calling me Linny, I wasn't actually surprised. After all, Lynette and I are related.
Linny...
The darkest and most difficult moments of my life happened before you and I had ever met. I'm sure that's true for you as well. You and Lynette are the most important...
Oh, looks like things are getting kinda heated between Linny and Fremine.
Time to act.
Hope we. Oh, wait a minute, Fremine. Well, we're all friends here, right?
It's just a small family dispute. It's not something our guests should trouble themselves with.
What are you getting at?
When guests are around, families are often on their best behavior. And any disputes are less likely to escalate. That's what I just... Thank you. I was really hoping to keep you out of it. But even if I could think of some other reason to turn...
Me too.
Well, back to the matter at hand then. If we don't plan on handing Clairvy over to Father, then our only other... That means finding out where she came from and what...
I've tried that already.
And?
And... nothing. I tried taking... She even came with us all the way to Poisson. It's...
I don't know much...
Let's see here. Paimon remembers hearing something like... If you... Oh, it's just that Paimon doesn't really remember where she heard...
Well, sounds like it's worth a shot. Guess that means we should go ask her about her wish.
What is it?
I need you to promise me that this will stay...
Of course.
All right. Then let's seal the promise just like when we were kids. Fist bump on 3. Ready? 1...
I swear.
Whoa!
Lynette!
But what a surprise! What brings you here, dear sister? And, when exactly did you get here?
You're an idiot, brother. And you too, Fremine. You 3, Traveler. And you 4, Paimon.
Wait, what did we do?
I've seen Clairvy around the House of the Hearth before. I hadn't seen her in Poisson, so I figured she must not have come with us. I heard you talking about your plan. Rather than steering clear of the... If you don't agree, I'll have no choice but to report everything back to Father. Simple as that.
You're not giving us much wiggle room here, Lynette. Well, I guess we're all in this together then. After we talk to Clairvy, we'll figure out our next move. There's no time to lose.
I'm full. She said she's full, but the food doesn't look like it's even been touched.
That's right. Based on what I've been able... Still, when she's presented with food, she'll always linger around it for a good little while. Maybe, in her mind...
Does she know that she has already passed away?
I've tried to ask her, but she didn't answer. My guess is that she...
Clairvy, if you've got some time, I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Sure. Oh, another new friend. Hello.
Clairvy, how did you join the House of the Hearth?
Huh? Isn't it the same for everybody? The knave brings you here and then you can't leave.
It's just that... your name... it's not on the roster.
The roster? Oh, I get it now. I think there might be the people in charge. They're not as nice as they look. They say they keep a roster, but it's not in this house. Some people are family, and other people are just test subjects. Those kinds of people aren't ever going to get a place on the roster. Unless it's the roster of people. Wait, does that mean...
Is there anyone that can vouch for you?
Perry. She's my best friend.
Have either of you heard of that?
No.
Me neither.
Clairvy. Perry. But it seems like she's telling the truth. Either that, or this... Maybe we should try a dip.
A wish?
It can be anything you want. Just imagine. It's your birthday, you're blowing out the candle.
To go outside, where the sun can find me. That's it? Well, that sounds easy enough. The darkness in the house runs...
Okay, time to divide and conquer. I'll try and find a way to use basic illusory magic to take Clairvy outside and bring her somewhere with... Lynette, try and find the list of executions that Clairvy was talking about. Fremine, you stay in Poisson. We can't be the only ones who've had run-ins with Clairvy. I need you to collect...
Understand?
Not us!
I really appreciate your willingness to help, but this is a family matter. Let me think. Since Father considers you to be guests, you could stick by her side for a little while. You don't... Just tell Father everything. We're not going to let our guests get punished for our own actions. That's... You too. Okay. I really hope this goes well.
Time to act. Body and mind.
It's the knave! And... child! Hey, aren't you supposed to be in Snezhna?
Oh, it's you two. I was unconscious for quite a while after the fight in the Primordial Sea. After I woke up, I couldn't have that now, could I? Not when I've still got unfinished business here in Fontaine. So, I mustered up...
What sort of unfinished business?
It has to do with Skirk, my master. I really wanted to meet up with her, but by the time... I still have so many questions...
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, no. While the House of the Hearth is adept at collecting all manner of intelligence...
Basically, unless Master feels there's a need to meet with me. But that problem has an easy fix. I just need to become strong...
Paimon thinks you should focus...
The worst of it is over. It's all thanks to that one kid from the House of the Hearth. Elwar, I think her name was. She gave me a bunch of random potions to drink. They didn't go down easy, let me tell you. Pain and chills all over. And that's good, because it looks like I really do have to head back this time. The old man's been putting the pressure on me. He sent someone to tell me...
Project Stu...
Yeah, that's the one. I heard Regrador's involved too. I'm not looking forward to having to listen to all his monologuing, that's for sure. Hey, helping Linny and the others brush up on their fighting skills would be far more interesting. If you and I could spar, that would be even better. I've been...
And what a sweet little daydream that is. But I also have a role to play in all this. Besides, considering how little they see fit to step outside the homeland, being called on to return to Snezhnaya by such illustrious dignitaries.
One I could do without it.
Is it just Paimon? Or does it kind of seem like they're...
So, dear guests of the House of the Hearth, to what do I owe the visit?
Right! We're super close to Linny...
Is that so? Introductions have already been made, have they not?
Oh, well, you see? There's only so much you can learn about someone from a short introduction. At least tell us something a little extra, like, why do you call yourself father?
Good question. I'd also like to know.
The fact that you have to ask tells me our intelligence work has been quite successful. Telling you the answer to that question would only serve to undermine that success. And we can't have that, now can we?
Spoken like a true diplomat. That was some expert sidestepping right there.
Well, if there's nothing else, I think I'll take my leave. I still have a small matter to resolve at home.
Wait, don't go!
I'd also like to hear the answer to this. I've met some of the members of your organization, and they all seemed like really good kids. Which, by the way, if you ever betray them, I'm just letting you know.
And why would I betray them?
Well, you've already betrayed the House of the Hearth once, haven't you? At least, that's what I heard. Okay, I admit. That's just what the old man told me. The rooster, I mean.
Wait.
Never mind what I've done. I'm more curious as to what the mighty rooster had to say.
Well, nothing much. Just some stuff about you taking out many other members of the House of the Hearth, and even going so far to attack your own family. Based on your reaction.
Hardly. I don't appreciate his particular turns of phrase, but I suppose he didn't say anything untrue. Although, it would be more accurate to say that there is a certain level of prejudice involved. But I don't intend to clear that up just yet. Prejudice has a funny way of concealing the real truth behind certain things. Call yourself a Fontainian, for example, and people will assume all sorts of things, when the real truth is that this is simply the land where I was raised.
Huh? You're not actually from—
I was trying to protect the children born in Fontaine. Ulterior motives. The primordial sea wouldn't have any effect on me, but it would have caused great harm to the House of the Hearth. Well, you wanted extra information.
So, you stayed in Fontaine for the kids. I guess I was wrong to believe you'd betray them. Apologies. Looks like I was holding on to some prejudices myself.
Good. Like I said, I like it when others have misconceptions of me.
Actually, while I was recuperating at the House of the Hearth, there was something else that really caught my attention. I heard that members always resolve disputes and arguments with a friendly spar, and the loser has to back down. Seems pretty cool if you ask me. Would also give them plenty of opportunities to hone their skills.
Well, that's only a recent development. In the past, such spars weren't nearly so—
They were that high stakes?
Well, the current atmosphere's not half bad. I'm a bit jealous, actually. You've got so many family members around you, and you even get to live with them.
Having a lot of family around means dealing with a considerable amount of bickering and scheming. Once Tonya and Tusser enter their rebellious phase, I'm sure you'll understand. Just imagine. Tusser becomes obsessed with plucking out strands from the rooster's mustache, or Tonya decides to dye her hair 42 different colors.
Okay. I get the picture. I'm not sure where our paths will cross next, but the next time we run into each other, we should definitely try and find some time to spar.
Again, maybe this is a conversation we can have when you look less like you're gonna keel over.
All right. Well, thanks for everything, Arlecchino.
No thanks necessary. You also played a part in obtaining the Gnosis. I would say we can call ourselves even.
I like the sound of that. Well,
we should probably get going too. Do you want to head back with us?
Oh? You want me to leave so soon? mind, I think I'll stick around for a bit. I have some things to think about. Apologies for not attending to you like a proper host. Please forgive this slight. I do hope you'll have a pleasant stay.
We managed to keep her distracted until nightfall. Good thing Child was there to keep the conversation going. You don't think she suspected anything, do you? Oh, I wonder if Liddy ran into any issues. Let's hurry back and see how everything went. With the wind. How did everything go?
Well, long story short, we ran into a small... Everything was fine at first. She followed me up to the surface just like I told her. But as I led her out of the shadows and into the sunlight, she vanished. I turned around and there she was, standing at the edge of the shadows, silently watching me.
Huh. Maybe she's afraid of sunlight, or... Well, we could always try... Oh, true.
I've pretty much tried it all already. Nothing worked. Eventually... How did it go with...
Good. I've got the list.
Really? Well, what do we... Oh, that's a lot of pages. Oh, it's gonna take forever to get through it all.
We can each take a section. Here.
La Pouillade. Oh, yikes. That our rare guy has a huge scar?
Ah, I've met him before. The scar is from an injury he received during a mission. I still remember him joking.
Did he say any?
Well, I asked if there was someone he was interested in. It was only later that I learned he really did have someone he liked. He risked everything to escape so he could be with her, but...
Wait, so that means...
It may seem cruel, but it's just... Betrayal is not to be taken lightly. We know too many secrets to come and go as we please. So, if you do try to leave, you pay with your life. Her name's not here, huh? Well, that's not too surprising. Let's shift our attention then. Fremine, were you able to find anything out? Fremine.
Sorry. I managed to talk to quite a few people, but I couldn't help but notice that the atmosphere in the house was a little... strange.
Strange?
Yeah, I mean, I know there have been arguments in the past, times when people haven't gotten along. Chaplot and Filiol are a good example.
Oh, those are two of the people that we met while delivering supplies. Paimon can see how they might not get along.
That's to be expected, actually. Father brought us all here, shared her knowledge with us, taught us how to fight. That's one thing we all share. As members of the House of the Hearth, we're also considered part of the Fatui. And to a lot of people, certain members get older and realize they want something else for themselves. But considering the rules of the house, people like Chaplot and Foltz are loyal to Father and her vision. They're proud to be part of the Fatui.
These kinds of conflicts have always been there. It's not like...
Well, that's true. But it just feels... I can't say for sure.
You think she's been inciting them to...
No, not a... She's told...
And they just believe...
Clairvy's words...
This is...
Whoa. What's this project doing?
Sorry. but I'm not sure of the I only know what Father has told us, which is that because the House of the Hearth was so successful in obtaining the Gnosis, we now have the